What's up, tubers? Welcome to Yames Time. I'm Yames, and welcome to where I'll say we'll go to the first one first. A classic movie review. And as always, I'm gonna do a disclaimer because not everyone gets it. Being that this is my channel and my rules, my classic movie reviews rules are anything before the year 2000, any genre, and of course the Australian rating system I'm gonna explain because it's all different for everyone. So for me, G, PG, M, MA, R, and G, everyone, PG, bit of attitude, M, a bit of language, a bit of violence, a bit of sex, a bit of drugs, MA, hardcore violence, sex, drugs, language, or rape. R, basically all out fuck, shit, cunt, guns blazing, drugs blazing, raping every day, 420 style. So with that said, my classic movie review is for River's Edge, because I've never seen it before. I was born in 88, so it's an 86 movie, so I was technically not born. Rated R, I think, for everyone. Only goes for an hour and 40 minutes, which makes sense. Now, I'm going to do my best to try and respect everyone in this movie, because just their material and the acting is just so over the top, and I was trying not to laugh. It's like, oh lordy, what the fuck. But I didn't mind it. I was surprised that it was like very early Crispin Glover, Keanu Reeves, Daniel Roebuck, Dennis Hopper, and all that. And very, very, very early Joshua John Miller. I'm like, damn. Ione Skye? I don't know if that's how you pronounce her name. Ione? Yeah. Roxanne Zal. But yes. So, this is going to take me a while. The basic premise of the movie is a high school slacker commits a shocking act and proceeds to let his friends in on the secret. However, the friends' reaction is almost as ambiguous and perplexing as the crime itself. That's very vague. Now, basically, the premise of the movie is a dude raped and murdered his girlfriend, bragged about it in school, and everyone's so casual about it. It's like, I know it as an Australian, I'm coming in as Australian and all that stuff. Just like, oh, dude, I raped her. It's like, wait, what? I was like, dude, she's dead. Like, what the fuck do you mean? It's like, I killed her. It's like, bullshit. It's like, and then when they see the body, it's like, what did you do? I'm like, dude, he did tell you what he did. Samson, yes. Sorry, just letting load stuff. He plays the dude who murdered his girlfriend. And he is such a disrespectful arsehole to everyone. But it's also the fact that no one helps him, in a way. It's a whole lot of give and take. Like, yes, he murdered his girlfriend. Yes, she mouthed off about his mum. It's like, but that's no reason to kill her. And also, if you have these thoughts and all that stuff, why it just spirals and all that stuff. And Dennis Hopper playing Feck, who is a an aged bikey drug dealer that they go to get weed from casually. I was just like, oh, we allowed to do that? Because again, drugs are illegal in Australia to a certain degree. And it's just like knocks on the door like, hey man, it's like, need 2 joints. I'm like, you say that out loud in the morning? Like, and then he's like, oh yeah, cool, but comes out with a gun to the kid, like to the kid's face. It's like, okay, but then he has his own issues because he's suffering from PTSD from losing his leg, from suffering a crash in a bikie gang and all that stuff. And it's just like, it's just little bits like if you fix certain things within everyone's life, none of this would have happened within the movie. And it's just like, everyone's taking drugs and driving, getting high and shooting people casually, mouthing off to people with guns to their head, like, oh, what are you going to do? Like, dude, he can shoot you. Like, apparently that's all well and good now. It's like, what the fuck? And Feck has a sex doll as a emotional companion, which makes sense. I get that. Like, he doesn't use it for sex, like in Lars and the Real Girl, or yeah, it's kind of like an emotional support animal, but a doll, and which makes sense because he needs the emotional support. And Samson is just casually disrespecting the dude's beliefs and doll, just like, oh yeah, baby, suck me, and Feck is saying, please don't do that, and he's just like, yeah, going fast. It's like, dude, how, like, you're being a disrespectful asshole. Fucking, I'm Joshua John Miller, which I know, who you may know from Near Dark, which he, playing a character that young, that disturbed. I was just like, oh, I know him. He did an amazing job for the material, and for the age, although, it's also overacted. I wanted to laugh, but I know that's disrespectful, just because Crispin Glover goes off like, well, man, why the fuck would you tell on Samson? Blah. I'm like, maybe because he murdered, raped, bragged, and killed his girlfriend? And isn't that bad? I know, friendship and loyalty and all that stuff, but he's an unstable person that murdered another person. Keanu Reeves like I said, early Keanu Reeves, and he's like a stoner, and it's just like, oh, just, whoa, man, he's getting stoned, going to school, oh, I saw a dead body, fuck, where's the weed? I'm like, what? Fucking, his mum is in a relationship with an abusive stepfather figure and doesn't get that he's an arsehole to the kids, but she loves him even though he is being abusive. All the kids say it, and she's like, you gotta respect your father and stop taking my weed. I'm like, oh, so we're all casual about taking the weed then. Cool, okay, cool. And then they're just like, oh, where's my gun? It's like, what? Again, I grew up in Australia. We have the worst shooting in the world, and we've gotten rid of our guns, so that's how, like, seeing it in the movies looks cool. I like to shoot one, cool, but I don't want to have it blatantly out and about where, you know, a toddler can get it, bang, oh, look. It just seems like the logic is retarded. Clarissa, Ione Skye's character, she is kind of like the only one technically upset, but still doesn't literally go to the police and all that stuff. It's like, what? It happens within I think, a 24-hour period, 24-hour period showing what Samson goes through after killing his girlfriend and who he hangs out with. Crispin Glover's character supporting John, trying to explain to John that he needs to get rid of the body, trying to rally his friends to help John with the loyalty, but getting upset that no one sees the hypocrisy of not helping and the loyalty, even though he's just like, dude, if you don't help me, I'll kill you. It's like, but then you have more bodies to clean up. It's like, again, I want to respect the movie, I want to respect the acting, but it's just way over the top. It's good, I will give it that. Very in your face. I understand why the R rating, because they focus on, I think it's Jennifer's dead body? Maggie's, I don't know, Madeline, I think. Madeline's dead body, like the camera pans on the dead naked body for like a while, just to make you feel uncomfortable. And over the course of the hours and whatever, you see the bruises also show up more. And it's just like, like, it's being truthful, like, hey, this is a dead body. Get used to it. It's like, yeah. Which, oh, that guy. Long-haired man. Cool. No, I'm just, again, I know certain actors by their faces and the names and all that stuff, so it's like a surprise about who's in it for me. And yeah, it's just, it's hard to rate. It's like wow. Like, I want to respect it, but again, it's very of its time and era, and it's like, okay, cool. It does bring up a good point about mental health, PTSD support, the gun control, the lack of support for people in low income areas, the and the fact that even though he did kill someone, it was for the greater good. Yes, because if you pay attention to this movie, Keanu Reeves technically prevents himself from getting killed. That way, if you fix the gun control laws, then casual kids won't be able to handle guns to casually shoot anyone and everyone, and, you know, trying to not kill anyone with just information and beat the living shit out of them when they've come to you to tell you about certain information. As Keanu wanted to tell the police, but was afraid that he would lose his friends. I was like, that's understandable. No one wants to lose their friends. But, no one wants to see a friend get murdered, and no one wants to be blamed for a crime that they didn't commit, but they had to commit because of, otherwise, you're going to get bashed by your friends, and if that happens, then you wouldn't be able to tell the cops. So it's a whole big spectrum of, if we drop the pennies in the pond, then it all fixes itself. Gotta fix the do things in the society, and it all fixes itself. So if you follow the rules, then none of it would happen. Well, not the rules, but if you follow the logic, then none of it would happen. The chick would be alive because he wouldn't have strangled the shit out of her. The dude wouldn't have had a gun to be insane because he lost his leg because the ambulance ran it over, and he was a biker because, he drank while riding a bike. Yeah, put more stipulation on not driving while drunk, and or put more rules for being of age while taking drugs. I'm seeing it because it's the irony of the situation. It makes sense if you really, really think about it. And I'm having fun with it. It's like, it's a good movie. It says it's a controversial film you will see this year of 1986. I'm sure it is. But it's also the fact that if sexual education was better explained, gun laws were permitted and handled better, if people realised that America is not number one, and if the guns were here and there, then we'd all, if the guns were monitored better, then no one would get shot. If the bullets were more expensive, then the kids wouldn't be able to afford it to be able to shoot anyone. If you cared more about the kids, then you'd realise that the bullets, the guns aren't the problem. It's the fact that you need more customers in the future to be able to shoot the other customers, to be able to, or shoot whatever. Then you get more customers for the NRA and no one would die. And everyone would be like, shit, I want to buy a bullet, but I can't afford $2,000 for a bullet just casually. I could keep on going, but then it's just like, I'm going ting song, la di da di da di da. And we all know frogs go la di da di da. But yes, again, that's my point of view of it. It is a classic for what it is. It's also possibly a good movie to get drunk to because of the dumbassery in it. And because, or get stoned with it because it's just the casualness of stoning. And yeah, it just shows like the effect was on the floor as the cops came in and they pointed the guns like right at his face. It's like, dude, he's on the floor. What's he gonna do? Spit at you? Worst you could do is just like, ew, like push him over. It's just the aggro-ness of everything. But again, all cool, whatever. So, did you guys like the movie? Have you seen the movie? Do you agree with any of the points that I sung? How old are you when you're going to come at me? Because, yes, you have an opinion as well. I respect that. But I'm 32, born in Australia, born in Tasmania, and I'm wanting a movie to watch. And this is how I thought it will go for that. So, don't just attack me for attacking me. Actually have a solid argument, and then I will debate about it with you. It possibly would be a good movie if they remade it now because of the better acting. Or unless it was supposed to be satirical, or if that makes sense, or whatever. I don't know. It was directed by Tim Hunter. Sorry, I should have said that at the beginning, but then I got it all in sing-song, and that's just like all the fun of it. Come on. What's Tim Hunter done? Oh, he's directed a few other things. Cool. And also, being in Australia, our government is weird because of movies, TV shows, and all that stuff. And hence why I gave you my rating system because of the Australian ratings. Because just trying to, and we can't technically download anything because that's wrong. But then, it doesn't come to us until later on. And then we don't, if we watch it and give our opinion, everyone's like, oh, dude, that's so, 1986. It's like, yes, because, I wasn't born then. That didn't come out until, whenever. We didn't get Netflix or whatever, and not everyone can afford it. So, think about that. Ta-da! Yes. So, thoughts? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Who was your favourite character? Who was your least favourite character? Do you think they were acting over the top? Do you want a modern remake? Do you want to leave it as is to preserve the classicness of it? Do you think it's one of those important films to show people no matter what the rating is? Yes. What film do you want me to review for you? I'm going to do also a new series called Modern Classic Movies or movie reviews, because otherwise it's just going to be everything from Amazon, Disney Plus, Hulu, Stan, HBO Max, and all that shit. So I'm just going to put it more in a bracket. The more recent stuff, like the Strictly stuff on Netflix and Hulu and Amazon, are going to be in those brackets themselves. Because I watched River's Edge on Stan, but being that it's that old, I technically should have it on DVD, but I've never found it on DVD/video. So that's a whole other thing. So prepare for that. Again, thank you. Do the comments. Be a fan, be a friend. Like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. And again, I repeat, like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. I will do the same to you. Plus, I'll give you a shout out if you recommend movies for me to watch that I might have an issue with, or like, or hate, or want to cause up stir controversy because fuck you, guns, or fuck you, drugs, or it's like, and whatever. So yes, get on it.